Shiva Namaya everything outside of the being is a trap. The resistance, the friction, the difficulty, the problems, the barriers, through these in the surroundings, there is a chance that the being, if conducted the process of life consciously, would shed the karma. The nature of life is all inclusive. Life has no comprehension. Life has no acknowledgement of the segregations, of the distinctions, of the discriminations, and of the different classes, different colors, different cultures. Life has no recognition or acknowledgement of such. Life is happening all over as a form of energy. So the less friction we have, the less resistance we have in our awareness, the more alert we are, and the more we are in the accord with the nature. In other words, we are mostly or most of the time at peace. The one who is resting within, the one who is resting within does not need much rest. Om Shiva Namaya. Human wants life happening his way or her way. It's a conditioning. It's a part of human domestication. Life has the upper hand and it has to happen in its way, not in our way, not in human way. Because if life was happening in each one of us in our way, then we would have contradictions, then we would have oppositions, and that's all we would have, and it would be happening at all times. Human mind has been conditioned to create dualities left and right. Life can now allow for human to take the upper hand. Human mind, when sees or meet somebody new, human mind, when sees or meet or perceive somebody new, human mind feels compelled to figure out that human being or the new person. I can assure you, you can never figure anyone out. Your mind wants security. Your mind wants stability. It compels you to figure out anyone and everyone. It's not possible to figure out somebody through a thinking mind because mind is limited. The being is not limited. Human minds thinks that it's figuring somebody or someone out. Human mind think that it is trying to human mind thinks that it is figuring and knowing the person. The only thing in the process human mind is knowing is what it already knows. Your knowledge is perceiving the knowledge again. When you see somebody new, when you see a human, you figure that person out. No matter, as long as there is thinking involved, no matter how hard you try, you perceive your own knowledge. The being goes through everything that you know. You see, the being goes through everything that you know. The being goes through every filter that you have in your awareness. When it goes through the, with through all those filters, you are not perceiving the truth as it is happening. You are perceiving what you already know. You are perceiving your own mind. You are perceiving your own knowledge. Human mind is not anyone's personal property. The mind human thinks or the mind human assumes personally and solely belongs to himself or herself is the mind of all humanity. No thought that you have is your personal thought. No, you don't own your thoughts. I'm sure you understand the distinction or the difference between the idea and thought. Your mind is the mind of all humanity. You do not own the thoughts. Thoughts are mind. Once you train the mind, it's very significant and it's important to train the mind in a certain way. Mind is a very powerful tool through which we manifest imagination, through which we manifest inventions and things and commodities of luxury around us. Mind is a tremendous possibility if it goes in your favors. But mind can create a lot of misery and difficulties if we are not fully in charge of the mind. Mind is powerful. However, being has the upper hand. Being is the most powerful as Brahman, and it has the upper hand. Om Shiva Namaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace and unity. Om Brahman. O Brahman. Oh, the limitless. Oh, the boundless. Oh, the eternity. Oh, the consciousness. Oh, the self, the sense of self awareness. O Brahman. O eternity. O boundless. Oh, the sense of self awareness. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from untrue to true. Lead us in your way, the way which has the wisdom, the way which has the truth, and the way which has absolute justice. As we sit silent in meditation and the profound we go, do you have the awareness how to go profound in the state of meditation? Do you? Thoughts would thoughts would rise and thoughts would subside. Remember, thought would rise and thought would subside. It's not possible for thought to survive without your presence. If there is not a perceiver of the thought, there is no thought. Is that true or it's untrue? Are you following the words while I am still in a profound state of meditation? Are you following what I'm saying to you? A thought cannot survive without a perceiver. If there is no perceiver of the thought, there is no thought. Hence, thought requires a perceiver so it can be perceived. And that's how it survives. It is very possible not to entertain the thought if it is making you uncomfortable. A thought would rise and a thought would subside. First time when you perceive a thought, it has some potency. If you do not volunteer your awareness for the thought, it would lose its potency and it would subside and finally dissolve in the limitless or the boundless ocean of awareness.